friends, welcome to our channel Tiya Talks. This is our food tour from the north to south Vietnam, and this is in the absolute north of Vietnam, a place called Sapa. Here you will see us eating a variety of authentic Vietnamese dishes and some western dishes with a Vietnamese twist. And in this video, you'll also see the process of making spring rolls. Although I'm not a very big fan of spring rolls, but some of you might really like it, just like my father-in-law and also the locals. You'll also find different types of Vietnamese rice dishes, and you'll notice the locals eat a lot of vegetables. Our hotel provided complimentary breakfast. Stay tuned for our next video where we'll share our hotels all over Vietnam with details.
Good morning.
It was raining and both of us were having breakfast, and the scenery outside was beautiful, and I love rainy mornings like this a lot. And look at my beanie which my husband bought for me from Sapa. This was our last dinner in Sapa. Certain restaurants in Sapa keep various red meats including horse and deer meat. You'll also get frogs, oysters and clams. Vietnamese coffee is the best that I've tasted so far, and our favorite was Bailey's liqueur coffee. The food was great in Sapa. As an introduction to Vietnamese cuisine, I was waiting to explore my next destination's food. We reached Hanoi in the evening and went to a Korean restaurant for dinner. We had a stir-fried red meat with half-boiled veggies, which I particularly didn't like about Vietnamese cuisine in general. Every day after our meal, we used to try different types of coffee. As you can see, the process of making egg coffee, which looks pretty simple, but it's meticulous work. And egg coffee is a must try if you are in Vietnam. You can take walking food tours in various cities of Vietnam.
The last one. The fish sauce amount in here is more compared to the last one.
You can buy tickets online through various travel websites which are available. Your tour guide will take you through various by-lanes of Hanoi, and you can get the aroma of various restaurants as you pass by them. As our guide said, certain Vietnamese restaurant owners try to lure customers by frying some garlic and onions in butter. The food tour includes tasting of 4 to 5 local dishes like shrimp cakes, pho, which is the national dish of Vietnam, spring rolls and summer rolls, banh mi, which is a very popular Vietnamese style sandwich. You'll also get to taste one coffee and one dessert. The tour guide will take you to various local eateries where the locals themselves eat, so you'll get a true taste of Vietnam. Your guide will also take you to the Hanoi train street where you can order a beverage and watch the train pass you by. The tickets include all the prices, so you don't need to pay for anything while you are on the food tour. The food tour ended with a cup of egg coffee, and then we took a cycle rickshaw back to our hotel. You'll also get some Thai, Japanese and Korean restaurants in Hanoi. We took a cruise for the Halong Bay where they briefed us with the ship schedule and then served us lunch. It was a buffet lunch and they had a variety of dishes including various red meats, sushi, sausages and veg dishes as well. It was a sit down dinner at night and you just saw the dinner menu on screen a few seconds back. Next day, you'll get breakfast and brunch before departing the ship. One thing we didn't like about the Vietnamese cuisine was they didn't put enough salt in their dishes and the desserts were not sweet at all. We felt that the food was not seasoned properly. So this was my second cruise experience and it was a much shorter cruise, just one night, but we had a lot of fun. Hoi An is very famous for Bana Hills, where you can buy a ticket for the buffet lunch and if you are a foodie, you must not miss it. The spread was huge and wherever I looked, I saw new dishes. I couldn't capture the whole spread as we were in a hurry, but dishes like various types of spring rolls, different duck, pork and beef preparations, a variety of seafood, various salads, sushi, different rice dishes like pandang rice were offered. Also, we found the food and the desserts much better in Bana Hills. The buffet ticket price will be around 1000 Indian rupees per person. Hoi An, we went to the coconut village and lunch was included in the ticket as well as pickup and drop to the hotel. We got to eat the local food like sticky rice, spring rolls, Vietnamese salad, clams, fish curry, tofu, egg pancake and dragon fruit for dessert. Over there we had lunch with the locals who were having the same food. And as we were moving forward through the coconut groves, the water was stinking. And as my father-in-law said, "Onno prashone bhat uthe asbe." And if you are visiting the Hoi An night market, which is really famous, you must try some of the street food. If you really like the taste of coconut, then you'll get plenty of options in Vietnam. Let me tell you something very interesting. My father-in-law found an Indian restaurant in Vietnam, and there are many like that. He wanted to try some really spicy food, so we got some parathas, chicken wings, chicken 65 and some onion rings from the restaurant. Food in Hoi An was great. We had a lot of fun. I loved Hoi An food because I had lobster for the first time there. And now off to our next destination, Ho Chi Minh. We went to Hoi An Cafe for lunch in Ho Chi Minh. The restaurant was right opposite our hotel and the food here was great. We tried Vietnamese dishes where some were common and some were new. But all in all, the experience was unique. The waiter comes and hand rolls the spring rolls at your table. If you are visiting Vietnam, you must try the coconut coffee, hot and cold. This coconut coffee was my favorite. You can ask for more coconut chips if you want, just like I do. Mother-in-law ordered banana split for dessert, which was topped with vanilla, chocolate and coconut ice cream. Our last meal in Ho Chi Minh was in a cafe called Banh Mi, where we really enjoyed the food and the host. The cafe has its personal charm and you can write anything on the walls and Vietnam will remember you forever. And here we end our food journey of Vietnam from north to south.